remember Mori, the professor? Unfortunately, he got sick and we don't know what happened to him. Now, today we want to find out. So, let's keep going. Okay, so where were we? Before we start, I want to show you this book. This is the book, and yeah, it's New York Times bestseller book. Okay, let's find the page. It's not that easy. Okay. Yeah, alright. So, finally, on a hot, humid day in August 1994, Mori and his wife, Charlotte, went to the neurologist's office and he asked him to sit before he broke the news. Mori had amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or in short ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, a brutal, unforgiving illness of the neurological system. There was no known cure. How did I get it? Mori asked. Nobody knew. Is it terminal? Yes. So I'm going to die. Yes, you are. The doctor said. I'm very sorry. He sat with Mori and Charlotte for nearly 2 hours, patiently answering their questions. When they left, the doctor gave them some information on ALS, little pamphlets, as if they were going about their business. A woman ran to put money in the parking meter. Another carried groceries. Charlotte had a million thoughts running through her mind. How much time do we have left? How will we manage? How will we pay the bills? My old professor, meanwhile, was stunned by the normalcy of the day around him. Shouldn't the world stop? Don't they know what has happened to me? But the world did not stop. It took no notice at all, and as Mori pulled weakly on the car door, he felt as if he were dropping into a hole. Now what? He thought. As my old professor searched for answers, the disease took him over. Day by day, week by week, he backed the car out of the garage one morning and could barely push the brakes. That was the end of his driving. He kept tripping, so he purchased a can. That was the end of his walking free. He went for his regular swim at the YMCA, but So he hired his first home care worker, a theology student named Tony, who helped him in and out of the pool and in and out of his bathing suit. In the locker room, the other swimmers pretended not to stare. They stared anyhow. That was the end of his privacy. In the fall of 1994, Mori came to the hilly Brandeis campus to teach his final college course. He could have skipped this, of course. The university would have understood why suffer in front of so many people. Stay at home, get your affairs in order, but the idea of quitting did not occur to Maury. Instead, he hobbled into the classroom, his home for more than 30 years. Because of the cane, it took a while to reach the chair. Finally, he sat down, dropped his glasses off his nose, and looked out at the young faces who stayed back in silence. My friends, I assume you are all here for the social psychology class. I've been teaching this course for 20 years, and this is the first time I can say there is a risk in taking it, because I have a fatal illness. I may not live to finish the semester. If you feel this is a problem, I understand if you wish to drop the course. He smiled, and that was the end of his cigarette. ALS is like a lit candle. It melts your nerves and leaves your body a pile of wax. Often it begins with the legs and works its way up. You lose control of your thigh muscles, so that you cannot support yourself standing. You lose control of your trunk muscles, so that you cannot sit up straight. By the end, if you are still alive, you are breathing through a tube in a hole in your throat, while your soul, perfectly awake, is imprisoned inside a limp husk, perhaps able to blink or cluck a tongue like something from a science fiction movie. The man frozen inside his own flesh. This takes no more than 5 years from the day you contract the disease. This is really sad illness. You lose the control of your body over the time in 5 years. And even though you can stay alive, you will live in hospital or at your home while you have a tube inside your throat. And of course, soon you will die. Poor Mori. We've just actually sad about him. I know this is a book, but romance books like this, they can affect me with ease. I hope that this book ends happily. It started sadly, but maybe it ends happily. Thank you for accompanying me. I hope I can help you sleep well. Goodbye.